Hello everyone, welcome back to the Off the Latch channel, where mostly I just ramble on about bullshit, but every now and again I get to actually talk about a topic that somebody has raised with me through the email, which you can find in the description if you'd also like to raise a question or a comment towards me. Howdy, I just found your channels tonight. It was your Xbox Minecraft video and then the beta 100 days. Both were awesome. I really enjoyed how laid back your videos feel. In this, he's referring to my main channel. If you are an Off the Latch exclusive, which there might be a couple of you now that the previous video did very well, he is referring to videos on the main channel, which you can find both of in the description if you'd like. I tend to not like the new MrBeast type videos, editing and fast-paced style. What's your opinion on the different styles of videos? So just before I jump into the fundamentals of the question, I do want to say that part of the email references if something is too long or too brief. I don't want to let anybody not send a long email if they want to send a long email. Those would be fantastic. There's more to talk about, more to engage with, either or kind of email. As long as it's not an email being like, hello, what is your favorite animal or something. No hate to Eric, who sent an email recently, but I know him personally, so it's I can say his name without it being like a diss or something. But yeah, I just won't answer those kinds of questions in an Off the Latch video. Maybe save them for a Q&A that like the one that's coming up on my main channel. If you guys go to the community tab on the main channel, you can ask some questions that are a bit more, maybe a little bit more lighthearted or just generally more about me. But this channel is, I think, especially the response logbook, I think, geared more towards others and the interaction with others. But as for the new MrBeastification of YouTube type editing, I've never liked it. I've always thought that there's a huge pandering to children energy that makes me a little bit uncomfortable, I guess. It makes me feel like I can't relate to the people and that they feel very disingenuous and like irritating. And it's not a particular dislike for any of the people who make that kind of content, although there are some heinous videos made in that style. It would be silly to attribute the heinousness of the videos to the style rather than to the people. People like that are always going to use whatever's the most popular tool to do the atrocious things that they want to do. Like, I think there was this one guy who has a very MrBeast type video style who said he like spent 100 days in the poorest country in the world, and I don't know, and like the thumbnail is him surrounded by a bunch of like African children, and it's just like, dude, like, come on, you know? And I know MrBeast himself would never do that, but yeah, the MrBeastification of YouTube clearly has a lot of ripple effects on the rest of YouTube, including myself. I think what I've taken to heart has just been not so much putting on that voice and putting on that, you know, very brain rot, attention span engaging type thing, but I do try and make sure that my main channel videos, the first like 30 to 60 seconds, I try and make them as entertaining as possible. If they're not like an installment of a series, I try and make them as entertaining as possible, just to keep the retention for the first 30 to 60 seconds, because usually if you can, the rest of the video's retention keeps pretty steadily too. So I think that's the only thing I've taken away from them, like personally, in terms of the changing in my content from the MrBeastification of YouTube. And honestly, I see it as a positive. It makes me enjoy watching my videos a little bit more, because I also am subject to this whole attention span thing. I'm not like separate from our entire generation, which is lessening and lessening its attention span to watching content. Well, I think I've learned how to adapt that sort of like aspects of that style in my videos. I don't think I'll ever be comfortable putting out videos where it's like me putting on an act and a voice to engage viewers. I don't want to cultivate an audience that is based around disingenuousness, you know, and the goal of just making money from that disingenuousness. Even if it does make more money and even if it does result in better engagement, it's just not worth it, because I would be so disappointed in the outcome of what I've done for myself. You know, like 10 years of working towards this, of like a channel taking off a bit. I say a bit because like it could slow down at any minute. And to switch it up to the like pseudo enjoyment face and voice I would just be very disappointed in myself. And so I know I'm never going to do that. But I understand that different types of people need to do different types of content and have different types of goals with YouTube, and not everybody has the same outlook and vision for the platform. I'll admit that I don't really watch a lot of YouTube videos these days. I guess it's kind of like after making videos like for so long, you kind of treat it as, you know, why go home and watch other people like do similar stuff, I guess, maybe, except for like a handful. Like I think I watch Ethos Lab consistently, and I think that's pretty much it, and a few other YouTubers which are around like specific topics, like Mr. Tomo when he's uploading about Bleach, or Man Carrying Thing with his like very short segments. But I don't watch a lot of YouTubers who make long videos like very consistently, except for Ethos Lab. But that's just more of like a special place in my heart type of thing. And I think that's because I just don't watch a lot of YouTube in general. And when I do watch YouTube, it's like when something interesting comes up on the watch page, and I'm always really pleasantly surprised by smaller YouTubers in particular, like YouTubers with a couple hundred or a couple thousand subscribers, who just make some like very engaging content about subjects I'm not even necessarily that interested in. And I really enjoy supporting those YouTubers if possible, because obviously I see myself mirrored in them a lot. And most of the time, those videos are done in more of my style, more of the genuine style, less of the like aggressive, in your face, you know, pseudo having a fun time style. I hope that can make a bit more of a resurgence, even if it's only in sort of a niche sense, that it won't get everyone to the top of YouTube or whatever. I understand that that's not a reasonable goal, but I would like it to maintain its position on the platform as something like a reliable place to go to. Channels that just like maintain this sort of, I guess, dignity and like honesty in how they express themselves to an audience. And I hope that those types of channels stick around, and I hope that my channel sticks around as that kind of content. And with how much it veers away from that, like how much maybe my content shifts in different directions, I can always trust that Off the Latch will remain like that, because the fundamentals of this channel are set in place to to make sure of that. It's always fun to engage with an installment of the response logbook, and I hope that others might be inclined to email as well, because as usual, the proverbial door is off the latch for you to comment or email me your thoughts, related or unrelated to this video.